Welcome back, everyone. Based on their position on the periodic table, how many core and valence electrons do the following elements have? Let's start with the first one. We're given arsenic. And first of all, what we want to understand is that we can easily get the total number of electrons in the arsenic simply by looking at its atomic number Z. So the atomic number of arsenic based on the periodic table would be 33. We can also easily get the number of valence electrons. If we look at the group number, arsenic belongs to the group 5A, which means that it has 5 valence electrons. So the number of valence electrons would be 5, right? Now to get the core electrons, Ce, we can simply subtract the two numbers and we will get the remaining electrons, which are not valence, right? Simply core electrons. So we take Z minus Ve, and this gives us 33 minus 5. We end up with 28 core electrons, okay? Similarly, if we move on to antimony, let's identify its atomic number based on the periodic table. The atomic number of antimony is 51, meaning the total number of electrons it has is 51 as well, right? Because the number of protons is balanced by the number of electrons in an atom. What about the valence electrons? Well, antimony belongs once again to group 5A in the periodic table, meaning it has 5 valence electrons, right? So that the number of core electrons would be the difference between 51 and 5, which gives us 46. Let's move on to number 3, strontium. The atomic number of strontium would be 38. Let's identify the number of valence electrons. Strontium belongs to group 2A, meaning it has 2 valence electrons. So that the number of core electrons would be the difference between 38 and 2, which gives us 36. And finally, beryllium. The atomic number of beryllium would be 4. The number of valence electrons would be 2 because beryllium belongs to the group 2A. The number of core electrons would be the difference between 4 and 2, which gives us 2. So we have our answers. Let's go ahead and label them. And we can tell that arsenic has 5 valence electrons and 28 core electrons. Antimony has 5 valence electrons and 46 core electrons. Strontium has 2 valence electrons and 36 core electrons. And beryllium has 2 valence electrons and 2 core electrons. Thank you for watching.